Well, hi everyone. Today I'm just doing a quick microphone test. I've managed to find one of these SPES lapel microphones on eBay for about £7 right now. Lots of people are buying them, they're really popular. So I wanted to put it through its paces, see what it could do. So this is about £7. Also here I have a Sennheiser MKE400 microphone, which costs about £150, so that's quite a lot more money. So I'm going to give this a quick test as well, just to see what the sound quality is like and to see what kind of sound it picks up as I record. I'm also going to test it without, I've forgotten what this called. It's called the muffler or whatever it is. It's just the cuddly thing. And I'm also just going to, for comparison, I'm going to test using the internal microphone of my Canon 60D, which is what you can hear right now. I've left my computer on in the background so that you can hear, so that there's a little bit of background noise thrown into the mix. Now I've already had a listen to these microphones to see what they're like, and well, I'll leave the judging up to you. I'll let you hear for yourself. But you'll probably notice that using the internal microphone of my 60D, there's quite a good dynamic range. You can hear the highs and the lows of my voice, but there's a little bit of hissing. It's a mono sound, so if you want stereo, never mind. And it's picking up sound from all around the room, so you might be able to hear a little bit of the computer buzzing away in the background, but more likely you'll be able to hear a lot of echoing, that roomy sort of echo, and that's because the microphone is picking up sound from all around. So in order to try and get rid of that, I'm going to plug this in. This is a directional microphone, it just gets sound from whichever direction you point it in. So I'm going to plug this in now, see what the sound quality is like with this muffler, which is good at reducing wind noise, but well, we'll see if it affects the sound quality. Okay, so now I've plugged in my Sennheiser directional microphone, and what you might be able to notice that there's a bit less echoing in the room. And that's because the microphone's just picking up sound in one direction, well, almost just one direction. Now, I quite like using the microphone with the muffler on because it's so good at getting rid of wind noise, but I've noticed that the dynamic range seems to be a bit poor when you use the muffler. You won't hear many high sounds, well, I have quite a low voice anyway, but you'll probably notice that although there isn't much hissing in a high register, you can't really hear my S's and T's quite so well as you could before. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off the muffler right now. I'll leave it rolling and you can listen and hear if there's any difference in sound. So, sorry if that was noisy. So can you hear a difference in sound now? When I last listened to it, I could hear a much better range basically. I could hear much more higher sounds really, but you know, if I were to use this outside right now, the microphone's totally unprotected, so you'd get a lot of wind noise, but for using it indoors maybe you get slightly better sound quality this way. And it is a good general purpose microphone. Like, I'm about to test this lavalier mic, which should be really good for picking out my voice, but you can't point it around and get general sound out of it really, so it's up to you. I'll leave it up to you to judge about the Sennheiser microphone. I think it's just alright, but I've never been blown away by the sound quality on it. Anyway, I'm going to plug this in now and listen to what it sounds like. And now I'm testing out the SPES, the SPES lavalier microphone. Just a couple of interesting things about this. Well, as you can see, I've passed the cable underneath my jumper, and it's pretty much invisible. You can't see it, well, yeah, you can see it a little bit, but it's not intrusive at all, so it's just clipped on there. I had to turn the volume right down on my Canon 60D, the microphone levels, I had to turn it right down. This is picking up so much of my voice. Something else you can probably notice right away is that you probably can't hear much echoing. Like, if you remember the footage I took just with the internal microphone of the 60D, there was echoing all around the room, whereas with this microphone it's right up against my mouth really, and you can't really hear very much echoing at all. You've got a nice clear recording of my voice, and I think the sound quality is really good as well. I've had a listen to the sound quality of this microphone. It's not bad. Well, considering it was only £7, that's nothing. What is that, $10 if you're in America? It's nothing. So the sound quality is alright. Again, I'm not getting a huge dynamic range. It's not the most crystal clear, perfect sound ever. But in terms of what it's picking up, which is just my voice, especially the bass sounds of my voice, it's, yeah, really great. This is going to be so useful for interviews or just picking up people talking on location. The wire is about 2.5 meters long, so you could fairly easily, you know, walk with someone if you wanted to stay plugged into the camera. You'd have to make sure you don't trip over the wire or anything like that, but I don't know, unless you're a moron, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just one thing to note with this lavalier microphone, for some reason, it wouldn't work properly when I was using Magic Lantern. I use Magic Lantern, which is a hack on my Canon 60D, and it registered that sound was coming in, but on the actual recording there was nothing but silence. So I used a memory card without Magic Lantern, and the sound is picking up just fine now. So yeah, a little bit mysterious really. I'm not sure why that's happening. But just a warning, if you're using Magic Lantern, this won't work, so just turn off Magic Lantern or whatever. But there we go, I hope this was helpful to you, just in kind of gauging what the sound quality is of these two different microphones and the internal microphone, and also gauging on what kind of sounds it picks up. I'm definitely going to keep hold of this microphone. Well, this is one of my friends, so I'm going to buy my own. Okay, thanks for watching.